Joining us now, Arizona Congresswoman Martha McSally, who serves on both the Armed Services and Homeland Security Committees. You're just back from the Korean Peninsula, correct?
Yes.
Is there optimism there that Kim Jong-un would actually give up his nuclear weapons?
There actually is. We were standing at the DMZ in the Truce Village just a couple of hours before President Moon crossed over secretly to meet with Kim. We were there at a very critical time. I think the Korean people are extremely optimistic, maybe a little bit too optimistic, but I'm a skeptical optimist myself because of President Trump's leadership. We do have this historic opening, and I'll just tell you, I am so proud of our troops. They are ready to fight tonight, and that's one of the reasons why I think the pressure has worked. Side by side with the ROK Army and Air Force. If needed, we will use military action in order to make sure that they don't have a nuclear weapon that can hold an American city hostage. And I think that's what's brought us to this moment, plus the maximum pressure campaign with the sanctions.
But Kim and his father before him have spent decades building a nuclear arsenal.
Yeah.
They think that that is their key to, I don't know, longevity, I guess. Would they really consider giving that up? I mean, is total denuclearization, is that even within the realm of possibility here?
Well, it has to be the complete, verifiable, irreversible denuclearization. It was very interesting meeting with even South Korean officials over there. They had turned that into an acronym talking to me. They were saying CVID, you know, CVID, we have to make that happen. I asked every single official, and we had a number of classified briefings, what's in it for Kim? I can see what's in it for the North Korean people, their future and their opportunity. Where I still remain skeptical is often when people get some freedom and more opportunity and information, that doesn't end well for a totalitarian leader. But I think he realizes, and this was the key point for me, is the pressure campaign is so strong, and President Trump has made it clear that we will not tolerate them having a nuclear weapon that can hold a U.S. city hostage. The sanctions are painful, and our military is ready to fight tonight and make it so painful for him that he has to maybe change his behavior. And that's the pressure that's got us to this point.
All right, so what if Kim says, okay, I'll get rid of my nukes, you get rid of the entire U.S. military arsenal that's based right now in South Korea? Is that a deal that you would take?
No way. I mean, I want to leave the president the opportunity to lead on this issue, but no way. Nothing has changed right now as far as the actual threat. They've got the fourth largest army in the world, the largest special operations force. They're all first and second generation, but they could hit Seoul with 250,000 artillery pieces in 24 hours. And so we need a change, a real change, inspections that are intrusive, and to have that path to denuclearization before there's any discussion about that, from my view.
You said that the sanctions are proving to be painful for the North Koreans, but it just so happens that Kim has held meetings with President Xi of China and Vladimir Putin of Russia within the last couple of weeks. Isn't there a signal there that, you know, his bigger cousins are going to come to his aid if the U.S. doesn't ease up?
Well, under President Trump's leadership, they voted for UN sanctions that were unprecedented to create this pressure. There's still some cheating going on. Both China and Russia are responsible for that cheating, at least Chinese vessels and other Russian entities. Look, I think we need to continue down this path of using diplomatic, economic pressure, plus the military option, the threat of that, in order to deter continued belligerence. We've now gone months without a test, and there's an opportunity here for Kim. It's all up to Kim, whether he's going to choose another path. And I appreciate that President Trump is willing to walk away. We don't want to look so anxious, which we're not. We are in a position of strength. We don't want to look anxious to get a deal that's bad for us, and we got to keep our eye on the ball, and I know President Trump will do that.
Personalize it just a bit. You're a veteran yourself. You know how the families of those, 30,000 military personnel that we have in South Korea are feeling right now. This is a very tense time. What do you say to them?
It is, and I met with many of them, talked to them last week. I'm so proud of them. They are very focused, and they're proud to be over there serving, creating a deterrent, training alongside the ROK Army and the Air Force. We raised our right hand, and we are willing to do what it takes in order to protect our freedoms, and they are, and I'm just so proud of them, what they do every single day. And despite the challenges we've had with our readiness, they're very innovative, they're very focused, they're well equipped, they're highly trained, and they're in a position of strength right now.
Congresswoman Martha McSally, Republican of Arizona. Thank you.
Thanks, Jon.